Hello again, and thanks for joining us on Meandmygolf TV. We are here at the Asprey. I'm Andy Proudman.
And I'm Piers Ward, and today we're going to be talking about the one-piece takeaway. Is it good for you, or is it bad for you? Let's take charge of your golf swing.
So we have a great question today through Facebook from Jeff Davis, and it's all about backswing, Piers. Now, Jeff has sent us a message because he's a little bit confused with his backswing sequence. He's read an article in a magazine which has sort of got him a little confused, and it's all about a one-piece takeaway.
Okay.
Now, Jeff has sort of tried the one-piece takeaway, and then he's sort of later read that this isn't a good idea, so he's sort of in between swings at the moment of what he should and shouldn't do. So we hear this term a lot, one-piece takeaway.
We do.
It often leads to a poor backswing sequence, Piers. So should we just talk about, first of all, this one-piece takeaway and the problems that it has caused?
Yeah, I think the biggest issue that we see when people say they want to get into a one-piece takeaway, or they're working at a one-piece takeaway, we see this move. We see that the club head suddenly ends up miles away from the body because they're working really hard at not moving the club really with anything other than the torso and the shoulders. And obviously, look, you can see it's really wide. Potentially you could get distance with this, but you've got to be amazingly flexible to maintain good positions in the rest of the swing from here. So this position here, this extended one-piece takeaway, probably the best way to describe it, is not usually that healthy for you.
Yeah, and I think often people use this one-piece takeaway in order to get everything moving together when maybe they have a little bit of disconnection. Yeah. But like you say there, it actually gets everything moving together, but not quite in the right order really, Piers, or the right speed, should I say. Yeah. So, first of all, we do want everything moving together in the backswing. That's key. Now, one thing that that Jeff saw in this magazine, Piers, or was told, that we actually should start the golf swing with the hands and the arms. Now, that can be also dangerous from what we see. It can also cause a lot of disconnecting backswings where the hands and arms just move. So, really, we want a blend of the two, Piers, don't we? So, let's go through just a little bit of the backswing sequence, Piers, and get just, hopefully, Jeff, something you can understand that we look for in our golf swings, and hopefully give you an understanding of what the backswing sequence should be.
Yeah.
So,
I think just a quick one on why the article was written. I'm assuming that the guy that wrote the article had seen a lot of people working at one-piece takeaways doing this, and he was saying from there, you need to feel as though it's more in the hands and the arms. Well, yes, it is. If you're doing that, then you need to feel like you're doing more hands and arms to actually get a good one-piece takeaway. Yeah, so I think that's probably where the article came from, but unfortunately that wasn't perhaps portrayed.
And I think sometimes the feeling, it's always something very different to the real. So, like you say, good point there, Piers. Okay. So first of all, the backswing sequence then, what we want to see is that we do want to see the arms, the body and the hands move together, but because the club has a much bigger circle to sort of move on, the club head's got to go faster. So if we can just demonstrate, Piers, what we mean by that. So as we swing away, sort of keep going fully for me if you can.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and again for us. So let's just do a few swings for us. So you'll notice that everything's moving together, the arms, the hands, the shoulders and the club, but you'll see the club head is moving much faster because it needs to cover the most amount of space. Now, if we just do a one-piece takeaway now, Piers, or what is that one-piece takeaway move, you can see the shoulders and arms have gone a long way, but the club head hasn't got traveled very far. And you can
That's what usually happens, isn't it, when we see at the end? Yeah.
Now, if you can do the opposite one where you just move the hands only, Piers, there you go. And that's what the article sort of suggested that you do. But you can see there, the hands have moved, the club has moved, but there's been no shoulder motion. So really, you're in a poor sequence straight away there. Now, so hopefully that's give you a bit of an understanding of that move. Everything moves together, but the club has got to move a little bit faster. Two drills we've got for you to give you a good checkpoint. First of all, this first move away. First move away is really crucial for a good backswing. And we've got here, Piers, do you want to take him through it?
Yeah, no problem. So we've got a T-peg in the butt end of the golf club. Now the objective here is, for the first part of the backswing, that we keep this T-peg pointing at the middle of my body, keep it pointing at my belly button. So from here, as I go back to the 8 o'clock position, you will see, I'll move my hand out of the way, that I have now got that T-peg pointing about at the belly button. So that's a really good start, really good solid start to the backswing. So I'll put that back, do that again. So 8 o'clock position, T-peg pointing at the belly button.
Perfect. And the great thing about this, guys, is that it stops you getting disconnected. It really guards against the opposite and getting disconnected there, exactly. So that's again,
we hate this one.
We don't like seeing that one. It's a common thing we see.
Watch our swing analysis, you'll see a lot of these.
So this is the good part about this, is engages the the torso, it engages the club and the arms, but it's a great way to keep connected. And then we move on from there, Piers.
Okay, and then from there, I just want to feel as though the wrists then start to work, which gets the club head up, and as you said, that gets the club head traveling faster, even though it feels like it's moving together, so that when I get to left arm parallel to the ground, I've got a pretty good set in my wrists there, and I'm kind of done now, really, as far as all I've got to do is continue to turn my body.
Exactly, so you can see he's got around about a 45-degree shoulder turn, the left arm's parallel with the ground, the club head's set, and like you say, Piers, you're in a good sequence there halfway back then, and all the rest is then just pretty much complete that turn. So there's a good 2 checkpoints to ensure that you can get, and that really still is a one-piece takeaway, really. It's just confusing when people go into extending it too much. So 2 great checkpoints there to have you getting the club set in a good position, sort of the first move away, and then set on the backswing, and that's going to really make a big difference, hopefully, for the rest of the golf.
Definitely. Hopefully it clears that up a little bit for Jeff there, because it is very confusing, and we often have to deal with people, when we're coaching somebody, obviously we're working with what they've got. So if they are too handsy or if they are too wide, we'll actually dump a little bit of each of what we just saw there, if that makes sense. Yeah,
so hopefully that helps and clears things up for you, Jeff, there, and for you guys at home. Some good information, I think, for a backswing there as well. Okay guys, post your comments down below, let us know if that helped you, and if you've got any more questions, please post them as well. And make sure you go to meandmygolf.com for more great videos and lots of golf instruction. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.
I'm hitting a shot, Andy. Let's go. What was that?
Beautiful shot.
It's a good shot. Hands and arms out in front of you, then you could be throwing those hands and arms out in front of you very early in your golf swing as well. So from the top of your backswing, you could be used to throwing your hands and arms out in front. You're obviously going to be rotating here, so it's probably more